Second nature for children is in the building. How you doing, Coach?
Great, man. Great as always. How about yourself?
I'm doing absolutely great, man. Coming on just a little later, trying to let that football game get out the way, and
Yeah.
so so folks will tune in a little later. They'll be up tonight, so we want to give them a little something to kind of ponder about, a little something to kind of think about. So as the family come in tonight and tomorrow and the next day and the next day, make sure, family, that you come in, subscribe, share this information, and make sure you hit the thumbs up. Coach, I've been thinking about this right here, and I just want to talk to you about, are Blacks ready to be free? Just something to think about. Are we ready to be free? And so, what I like to do first is make sure that we have a reference on certain words. I always like to do that. So, anybody shoot me a comment or come at me some type of way, I like to have a reference to take them back to. So, I want to make sure that we understand when I mention the word ready, I'm talking about prepared for action, willing, simply prepared for action, willing. When I'm talking about being free, I'm talking about not under another authority or another's control, not a captive or a slave, able to do, act, or think as one pleases. So I just want to use those two words right there. And I had a young man that sent me a comment the other day and said, "We are not Blacks." And so I don't do semantics because that's for another station. Because when I use that term, you know exactly who I'm referring to. You understand? Because that's a debate you do. If someone come on and say, "We are Africans," no, we're not. Or "We are African Americans," no, we're not. You understand? So I make sure I stay away from certain things, the semantics of certain things, because he absolutely know who I'm referring to, and that all.
Good
That,
question.
okay.
Did he say who we are or we supposed to be?
No, 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 he did not. He just said
we
that.
are black. Oh, not
Yeah, he just said we're not Blacks. I can't think. It's under the last video we did for It's Blacks, and he said we're not Blacks. I don't know like why people say that, but I just mentioned that to say when I use the term, everybody know who I'm talking about.
No, man.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't create this. We made it here and we moving accordingly and we saying that so people can have an idea what we thought. That's it.
that's it.
You know, that's it,
That,
man.
that's it. Simple. It's real simple. And so, but that's what I'm saying. When you mess around and get into stuff like that, it takes you off of what the main focus is. Because if you listen to the content or listen to what we was talking about, it'll let you know that really it doesn't matter. So talk to me about the content of something that we have said, and definitely anytime I use the word facts or fact, and if you can prove that I'm wrong, then share that with me. But the semantics of certain things and certain, you could keep that to yourself. But I definitely appreciate the comment. And I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone who's tuning in and who's shooting me comments. I want to thank them and keep them coming because we need to build this channel. And I want to put out every month, that first week, we go through that challenge. And this is what I want the family to understand. When I do that challenge, the first week of every month, the first full week of every month, that challenge is to help you. It's to take you to another level in your life. Whatever you've been dealing with, it could be weight, drinking, alcohol, starting up something. That challenge, family, is for you. So I hope that you're taking that challenge because a lot of times it's hard for us to start something. And so what I'm working to do, right, I'm working to give us that start, and then hopefully that it can spark a fire so you can continue it. So I'm hoping everyone is taking the challenge. And I want people to understand that on this channel, I love to address the Black community. I definitely want to see us as a people come together and move forward. Over the years, Coach, I've had discussions with people who always asking me, why this and why that? Why this? Why our children are this or that? A lot of times it's because of the parents. A lot of times it's because of us as a people not coming together. So anytime it's dealing with the children, I can answer. And I started this channel on those whys because I have a group of people who are watching. And I said, let me tell you something. I'm going to show you why we're not moving forward as a people. I'm going to show you why our children are in trouble. So it's just like right now, we have a youth organization right here in the city of Atlanta where we pull more kids off the streets than any organization in the history of the city of Atlanta. Now, I put out to you because I know you hear me throughout the United States. I even have people reaching out across the world. Share with me any organization that you know, and we'll just say for the last 15 years, that have pulled children off the streets in large numbers. It could be small numbers. I would just love to see us doing something. Share with me any organization you know for the last 15 years that has been pulling children off the streets, doing great things for them. Just show me that. There's my email address. We have a comment section. I would love to see it because I give kudos to any organization that's sincere and that's definitely working with children. So I just want to be very transparent on that. I'm not a YouTuber, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, even though I'm on YouTube, but I'm coming for another reason. And so I know some of us may be doing well as individuals, but what are you doing to help others? And if you say others are not my responsibility, then it proves my point. I have no problem if you say that others is not your responsibility. I got mine, they got to get theirs. I have no problem with that. If that's the way your mindset, I have no problem with it. But it proves my point that a lot of times we find ourselves in certain positions as a group of people and that there's no concern and there's no compassion. I'm gonna always use those two words right there because as a people, we lack those two things. So I don't want you to think that I just want the views. I want to be very transparent about something. The views mean nothing to me if they don't help change your life. They mean nothing to me. I understand when I'm looking at YouTube because I'm researching, I see what everyone is talking about. I'm not going to gravitate toward the gossip. It proves my point. When I say, are Blacks addicted to gossip? When you look at YouTube now, some of the things that are getting the most views are strictly gossip and mess. But watch this. It's doing nothing to move us as a people forward to advance us in life. So it's simply proving my point. When I want the views, and I want them, I wish I had 10 million, 20 million, 10 million people who's doing something to change their lives, 20 million people who's doing something to change their lives. Those are the views that I want. Coach, we can't even get throughout the United States, throughout the world, we can't even get 1,000 subscribers. It's proving my point that I have people that's listening that I told them I'm going to show you why we can't move forward as a people because we don't support each other. It's free to hit a thumbs up or like if you like the content. If you don't like it, I would love for you to share with me through the comment section what was wrong with it, what's about it you don't like. Coach, it's free to share it with someone you know need to hear the information. It's free. It's free to subscribe. It's free. So as a people, If we won't help each other do something for free, what make you think that as a group, we're able to come together and move forward? It won't happen until things change. There's the Cash App for our youth organization. You can go to our Facebook page, see the work we're doing. You can go to our website, see the work that we're doing. People have no concern and no compassion. So the people that I had the conversation with, that when I began to come on and do the channel a year ago, now when I talk to them, they able to see, okay, I see what you're talking about now. We're not responding as a people. It's not our concern, and we don't have enough compassion to move us forward, and we won't be moving forward no time soon. You got anything you want to share, Coach?
I mean, I concur with what you say, man. What really, okay, let me put it like this. How can we collectively as a unit think someone is going to take us serious if we can't see about ourselves? I mean, someone from the outside who does not look like us going to take us serious. You know, so when I see people talk about, I get the term people throw around, reparations. If they can't take us serious, if we can't have constructive dialogue between each other to iron out whatever differences we have, what makes you think someone is gonna give us what we deserve? I ain't saying we don't deserve it. If we're doing what we're doing now without it, what are we gonna do when we get it? Huh? Come on, man. So yeah, but I concur with what you say, man. The unity thing, man, it seems like every day is farther and further as far as distance away, man, from how we move with each other. But you know, yeah, that's what I see, man. So I agree with what you're saying, man.
And Coach, if you see what's really trending on YouTube right now, it proves my point once again with how we treat each other. If you just see what's trending, you see how we treat each other, you know. And so and I want to explain that just because I'm on YouTube, I'm not what you call a YouTuber. Everything that I had it before I got to YouTube. So I don't need anyone to support me to make a living. A lot of these people come on and they do certain things because they have made this their job and this how they make a living. So it's not right. So you don't never have to worry about me going along with just what's going on. Now, if I see something out there and I want to correlate it to a content or a subject or a topic that I'm giving, then I will. But other than that, whatever they're doing out there that's not going to move us forward, you don't have to worry about me gravitating toward it just to get views if I know that the views are not going to help my people. Because your views, if you don't get the message that we're working to give to me, your views don't mean nothing. I'm good. I want my people to be good. So to answer that question, are Blacks ready to be free? No. No. We're not ready. For us to be ready, Coach, it takes a certain mindset. This is what we're missing it at. For us to be free, it takes a certain mindset. Because as a people, we've been conditioned for servitude. I just want you to think about it.
So that's true.
Most of us, we just are used to serving. That's it. We're used to being that slave, or we are used to depending on someone, you know, for us to make a living, or for us to survive, for us to, and it's okay. I understand that you have to do it for a certain period of time. But if you're maturing and growing, and if someone is coming to you saying, this is a way to work on not being in servitude all your life, unless it's for a higher power where you're serving the people, we should take heed to it. So it lets me know, just like I say, the group of people that I'm showing certain things to, and it lets them know as well how far away we are from coming together. And as long as we stay divided from each other, what hurts me more than anything, it hurts our children. That's what hurts me. Because like I told you, I had stopped working with adults, period, unless they needed my help. I did this channel to show some people some things who was always asking me why. And I said, I'm going to show you why. As a people, we're not moving forward, and we haven't moved an inch in many, many, many years. I'm showing them. And when I talk to them and they come back and they see the comments, they see like, whoa, they won't even subscribe, like, and share. And it's free. They won't even support the you have an organization. But and then we will speak on the other things that's going on social media, and I would show them, wow, look how our people gravitate. I don't care about no other group of people. I'm talking about us. Look how we gravitate toward mess. I'm showing them. And so it's one of the biggest reasons a lot of us are not able to leave our job. You can't leave your job because you're strictly conditioned to serve. For you to leave that job, that's why when I did that video, and I hadn't looked at it in a while, but I think the last time I looked at it, it had maybe 50 something views. And it was, if you're tired of your job.
No, just leave. Yeah, I remember that.
Man,
yeah.
Do you know how many folks that are tired of their job? They should have been clicking on that to see, well, whoa, then what I need to do to get away from this job. But just like I made it very clear on that tape, you might as well get happy about that job because you're not ready to take care of yourself and the things that you have accumulated and your children without that job, because that takes a certain mindset. That takes, and I'm trying to make it so plain and so clear that it takes a certain mindset, and you have to learn how to connect that mindset to what you have in you, coach, because that's where your tenacity and your discipline, your self-control, things that we lack, things that we haven't even matured into. That's some of the biggest reasons that we struggle as a people, because we haven't learned yet how to connect our mindset to that which dwells within us. I'm giving you the answers. I'm explaining to you why, as a people, we're in certain conditions and certain positions that we are in. I'm giving it to you. Another reason we're not ready to be free, we don't know how to survive. We don't know how to survive. We don't understand what it takes to be free. We don't understand. We're not ready. That's just like I tell you right now, and everyone who's listening to me, is Monday tomorrow. Go to work and quit the job. Just quit. If you're so tired of that job and you're ready to move on in life and advance, and you're so unhappy and you're so depressed, and that job, you're so sick of them people, then like I said, just quit. Yeah, just walk away. And then when you walk away and you go sit in your car and you're like, whoa, I just want you to think. So what I'm working to do is to give you another way that so you can go to work and feel better about your job, because you may not be ready to leave that job. A lot of us, you better appreciate that job, because it's that job that's helping you make it, because you're not ready. to be free. So don't stress out so much about work. And if you're so stressed about it, then let me see. Let me see you get up out of there. And then let me see you be free. I would love to see it. We're not ready, coach, for the responsibility of being free. And that's why when Miss Tuckman told the slaves, we're running tonight, we're getting out of here, most of the slaves said, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not ready to be free. See, they wasn't ready. A lot of them was even scared. A lot of us can't move on in life or get to another position, get to a better place in life because we're scared, coach.
Fear, yeah.
A lot of us, fear has paralyzed us. And that's why I'm telling you, a lot of us are not ready. We're not prepared for that action. We're not willing. A lot of us are scared when you talk about being free. And slavery has become normal. Whether you know it or not, we're in 2024. But if you're continuing to just get up every day and to go into someone else's job, and you're never working on something for yourself, you just caught up in modern day slavery. And you're not even really conscious of it because it had just become, it's just normal. I just got to get up and go to work. You don't even realize I'm headed to the plantation because this is for someone else. Yeah, I know I get a little change from it. I know I do. Mm-hmm. But it's for someone else though. If I look at my gain of it and look at who I'm working for gain of it, oh, I'm getting pennies compared to their billions. Whoa. Anything you want to share right there, coach?
See, that's why I'm adamant when it comes to whatever you get, man, you gotta put something aside. To me, that is part of your preparation, to eventually move away and do your own thing. I know it was fear. Someone that I spoke to about their situation. Of course, they're always talking about the job. You know what I mean? And I try to point out certain things like, for example, you are in your own way. There are things you can do to work less in that same field. I'm talking about the medical industry, work less, get certified, what have you, and make more. But you're second guessing yourself because you feel you're not good enough to step in that exam room and do what you need to do. You already did the class, but as far as pulling the trigger on going to take the exam, you in your own way. So and I kind of backed off because they get a little perturbed. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave it alone, man. That's on you. But yeah, man. So what you were talking about, I've lived so many places, man. But what you talking about, I have experienced that in so many different places. I mean, my mindset's always been our job is a stepping stone. I get it for a certain period of time. This is for that. Okay, fine. I kind of plateau out. Okay, what's next? What you know what I mean? I always see it as that, you know. And I've seen some people that even today, they got to do their 25, 30, whatever. Man, hey, man, my mindset and my time frame and what I'm trying to do is much shorter than that. And, some point in time, you got to roll that dice in yourself, man. After all, as far as I know, you only got one life.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
One life. So if you give the best years, really, the younger years of life to someone else, what you gonna do after that? Just wait for your demise. So, but I get it, man. I get it. And as far as us with that unity thing, man, and being free, Right now we're running amok, and we're not really free. You know, I saw a piece where a guy, where was he living? He's an American citizen, and I think he moved to Panama or something like that. He was talking about, you know, us in America think we're really free, but in reality, he said, man, in reality, you're not.
Yeah.
He said, right now, I'm more free than you. And I understand, because when you travel, man, when you travel, you really understand that a roof over your head, clothes on your back, some food, you know, and a income source. And most people, they got doing their own thing. Even if they're working for somebody, you know, they got their own thing on the side. All that luxury and the biggest house and foreign, man, that's folks are not, that's not necessary. So that's some of our trappings right here. You know, we get caught up in the tangible things. And even if you want to leave the job or make a move, you really can't, because you got the house note, you got the other rent, you got the car note, you know what I mean? You got all this other stuff, you know, and that kind of holding you back, because how you gonna look in the eyes of the people who you trying to shine on anyway? It can look like you fall off. You can't have that, you know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people's mindset is, man. You know, that's a lot of people's mindset. Sad to say, man, but that's the honest truth from what my observation.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
So, but
And
yeah,
it,
we definitely not ready. We not ready.
we're not ready. We're not ready. And it definitely, you was speaking of someone you was talking to a little earlier about advancing. And, you know, once again, that person is not ready here. You understand?
That's
So,
true.
so
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they're not ready. So I'm making it very simple for us. And like I say, we know people who need to hear this. You understand? And just to reiterate some things, we've been, like I say, we've been conditioned, our mindset to be servants. We have that mindset. A lot of us, we're scared. We gotta think about it. We're scared. We're fearful. And like you said a little earlier, a lot of us are enslaved to stuff.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
or or we have to put on a persona,
God. Mm-hmm.
a facade, and to the point where, you know, we got to have these material things. We got to have these things, and then we become a slave to these things, not even realizing that we become a slave to these things. So now, like we said a little earlier, you can't leave your job. So now look how much, this where the depression come in at. The depression comes in where you have accumulated so much stuff, and I don't care how much money you make, you could be a multi-millionaire, because I know rich poor folks. You understand what I'm saying?
True. True.
So yeah, I know rich poor folks. Believe me, they cannot miss a check, and they got millions of dollars, but they cannot miss a check. And so a lot of us have enslaved ourselves because we have went out and accumulated so much stuff, to now we got to get up and go into a place that we really don't want to be, and be around people that we really don't like. And we have become enslaved to money. That's a lot of our gods. Uh, Alcohol. So that's what comes with it. When you're depressed and you don't realize something is going on, it's something a lot of times you're trying to escape when you begin to drink excessive. You know, a lot of times you don't realize it's something that you're trying to escape when you're doing a lot of drugs. It's something.
Mm-hmm.
Unhealthy eating. It's something that you're dealing with. And what we have to do, we have to find out what has you over indulging. And you got to get the money, got to get the money, got to get the money, got, it's a problem. What has you overindulging and you're drinking so much? It's a problem. Doing drugs, it's a problem. You got to have the most expensive stuff. It's a problem. It's a problem. And then it's a lot of things that we're trying to escape. And a lot of us don't understand that we're dealing with a mental illness. A lot of us don't understand. A lot of us don't understand that we have mental issues. A lot of us don't understand that we're dealing with mental disorders because we're the biggest group and the largest group that does not go to seek help mentally. You have other groups, they will go and seek help. If you pull it up, you can survey it, you'll see where mental illness, issues, and disorders has just become normal in the Black community. When you see someone running down the street naked, you just think, shit, I'm in the hood. That nigga crazy. No, it just, you know what I'm saying? We saw people doing that yesterday. We seen this. Yeah, it just become normal. Well, I'm working with the kids in a certain community. Every day they shoot. You'll see the kids. They don't even take cover anymore. They just, we out in the parking lot. When gunfire go off, I'm dropping down. I'm trying to see where it's coming from. The kids that I'm working with, they looking at me laughing because I'm dropping down. But it's just normal to them. It just has become normal. And then there's a lot of issues that we haven't dealt with from childhood. It's a lot of childhood trauma that causes us to drink a lot, do drugs. When we was little, we didn't have certain things. So now we think that if we can purchase certain things, it makes us. That's what a lot of people, you got a lot of people who grew up and didn't have certain things that now they're able to purchase certain things that now they feel like those things that they're the king of the world because they have material things. And we got to do better. We got to do better as a people, man. So, Coach, I'm always excited when you come on and we have these discussions. I'm hoping, I'm going to use your word. And the reason I'm going to use the word hoping because we're working to make a difference. That's the only, that's the only reason I'm using it because we're putting work into it. So I'm hoping that us as a people, they come on, subscribe. Let's build the channel. Let's build an organization so we can help each other. I've already put it out there. If you need my help in fitness, there's my email address. I haven't received one email that someone need help. Not even.
They all fit, man.
Everyone is fit. Okay,
I got it. Everybody's fit, and that's a great thing. If it was true, but
ain't that something? Everyone is fit. If you want to learn how to connect, because I teach the science of how to connect the mind, the body, and the soul together for optimal success. I teach it. All you got to do is hit me up. I'll share some information with you. We can do a consultation. And I guarantee you that if you take heed to the information that we're giving and the information that I give when I come on by myself, I guarantee you, it's a fact, Coach, that this information, if they take heed to it and begin to do it, I guarantee you, it'll take their lives to another level. I'm guaranteeing. No, I wish somebody would call me out and try me. I wish someone would call me out. I'm guarantee you that when I tell you dealing with the mind, the body, the soul, how to connect all three together for optimal success, I guarantee you that if you do what I have you to do, it'll take your life to another level. Like they say, try Jesus. No, try me. Try me. I guarantee you. Because what I'm dealing in, I'm not dealing in beliefs. So I don't believe that I can help you with your body. I don't believe that I can help you with your mind. And I don't believe that I can help you with your soul. I know I can. Try me. If you do what I tell you to do, you'll change. You'll see your life changing. That's a fact. Coach, we got 3 minutes or so. You got anything else you want to share?
The key where you said if they do what you tell them to do, that means they have to do something. And your mind gotta be, I guess, in that space where, look, man, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm ready to do something. If you're not there, it's not gonna happen. So let's just, I can see the lack of response because a lot of people, they're not there. They're not there. The lack of response is saying that to me. I mean, I don't know how else to interpret it. Because if I'm ready to change my life, we say mentally, physically, spiritually, you know what I mean? Then why would I not reach out? It's just costing me a few clicks. That's all it's costing me. I'm clicking on everything else, so why I can't click on that? So it's a mindset that most people are not ready. They might say they are, but the lack of response is showing they're not. But I think I said another 2 or 3 years, man. That's my time frame for it to pick up momentum because we always catch it at the back end, So that's what I'm predicting. 2 to 3 years before it can get rolling like it ought to be, So hopefully I can be proved wrong, but that's what I see. Because everything else, the distractions, there are too many. People got their personal lives, and they got all the distractions, and they got all the spicy stuff, that has no bearing on their life, but they can talk about somebody else's life. So, But as always, man, self-care, take care of you, man, some way, shape, or form, so you can not only make yourself better, but others around you. And let me say this: the lesson in the games in the game early on in the Super Bowl, it's not how you start, how you finish. That's the lesson I see. That's number one: how you start, how you finish. And as long as you have less mistakes than your opportunities, you can be all right. That's the lesson I see. You're not perfect, you can make mistakes, but as long as your mistakes is less than your opportunities, you can be all right. And it's not how you start, how you finish.
I'm gonna leave that right there, Coach. I promise. You probably should have came on with that one from the beginning. So I hope everybody listened all the way to the end because they need to hear that right there. So think about that, think about that. So when we come back on and when we first come on, share that again. They need to hear that.
Okay.
All right, Coach. I'm out of here. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself.
I appreciate you, man. All right.
Yes, sir.